Well, good morning and welcome to Risky Bits by Defensible Risk. My name is Dan. You have no idea how excited I am that this might actually be working first time go. It's been quite an adventure to figure out YouTube live streaming. So here we go. Again, welcome to Risky Bits. My name is Dan. 6 minutes and 45 seconds at 6:45 a.m. Bringing you a little bit of cybersecurity, bringing you a little bit of humor, bringing you a little bit of daily encouragement. It's not a bad way to start the day. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for checking this out. Again, like I said, it looks like it's actually working first time go. As long as my audio is working, which I don't have any good indication of, then I'm thrilled. So let me get the important stuff, I guess, some semi-important stuff out of the way first. Again, my name is Dan. Thank you for being here. We are all over the place right now. Risky Bits is one of the small things of part of our huge media empire, but primarily we're over on twitch.tv/defensible risk, where we're streaming at least 6 days a week, and you can check us out over there. But if you're new to YouTube, not just checking this out after the fact, whatever happens to be, please consider subscribing, ring that bell for notifications so that you can know not only when we go live, but when we post new content as well. So yeah, where else are we at? I don't know, Twitter, Instagram-ish. We do have a website, defensiblerisk.com, which has an archive of our technical and cybersecurity related content. And these short shows are going to start going out there as well. So again, I'm thrilled. It just no errors, no nothing. It just sort of worked this morning. Very exciting. All right, so we're going to continue our discussion with critical security control number 3. Critical security control number 3 is continuous vulnerability management. And just for the sake of being on the same page, the way that the Center for Internet Security defines this is continuously acquire, assess, and take action on new information in order to identify vulnerabilities, remediate, and minimize the window of opportunity for hackers. So we talked about that a little bit on Monday, gave some other definitions, why we want to be doing this. Yesterday we talked a little bit about some of the tools that you can use. Today, how do we actually do this? What does this actually look like to do continuous security vulnerability assessment and management? Number one on how to run automated scans. We talked about those tools, put those tools and get them just continuously running. You don't have to scan everything every day, but set up a program where you are scanning some of your assets on, let's say, Monday, and on Tuesday others, and then continue that cycle over and over. If you have a lot of assets, you're going to have to figure out how that's going to look for your environment. If you don't have a whole lot of assets, let's say 200 to 300 assets in your network, which is really not that hard to do, or smaller, maybe even once a week you're running these scans. The second step, run authenticated scans. Now, the first time you run the scans, run them as if you have no credentials whatsoever. That way it acts like a bad guy, if you will, or a threat actor performing recon scans. Now you run the scans again as an authenticated account, and that will give you a little more insight, allow you to do better operating system fingerprinting, etc. And that account will then emulate a threat actor who has compromised an account on your network, giving them even more information, giving you even more information. Third step, use and protect a dedicated assessment account, or accounts, depending on how your situation is. Don't use these accounts for any other purpose. Don't log into a computer and browse the web. Don't do email on these accounts. You get where I'm going with this, right? Not only use dedicated accounts, but then protect them, because they need to have a lot of privileges. Do they need to have, well, in the Windows world, do they need to have full domain admin, enterprise admin? Probably not, but do they need to have a lot of privileges to be able to get in and assess what you've got on your network? Yes, absolutely. They need to have a lot of privileges. Next step, use automated operating system and software patching systems. There's another control that talks a little bit more about this a little later on, but yeah, absolutely got to automate your patching as much as possible. When you get into a really large environment, if you're not automating and trying to do stuff manually, it's going to be brutal. If you're in the Windows world, SCCM or some other ITSM, information technology service management platform, can help you with that. We talked a bit about that with control number 1 and control number 2. but having something in there that can provide automated patching so you can get things done in a timely manner. And then let's see, last step, the last recommended step here, compare back-to-back scans. You scan on week 1, you make your patches, you make your adjustments, you try and mitigate or remediate some of those vulnerabilities that you found. Scan again the next week or the next time that scans, and then compare them back-to-back to see what kind of progress you made. You should be having, if you're reporting up to a higher level of either IT leadership or even maybe up to the board, 6-month scans showing progress over time. But for you as an individual, back to back, week over week, day over day, whatever that looks like in your environment, comparing those scans to each other is the way to go so that you know what kind of progress you're actually making. All right, so that's critical security control number 3, day 3. And I forgot to put this up there. So sometimes when I remember, you get that little guy down there, but that's okay. We're still figuring this all out. We're still having a good time with it. Brings us to our joke for the day. There are 2 types of security analysts. Those who can extrapolate from incomplete data. And your daily encouragement, my friends, quality is not an act, it is a habit. That comes from Aristotle, some wise words from, boy, more than a long time ago, huh? So thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us. We're going to go just a hair over time. My name is Dan. This has been Risky Bits from Defensible Risk. 6 minutes, 45 seconds at 6:45 a.m. Pacific time. Find me on YouTube. Well, you found me on YouTube, but find me on Twitch, find me on Twitter, find me on Insta, and defensiblerisk.com. Until we speak again, my friends, be well, stay healthy, wear a mask, and avoid the Ronas. Bye.